kills across 67 matches at just under 3 kills per set, with a 178 first team all HCAC selection and a two-team second team all HCAC honoree. Miranda is set to complete her degree in public relations with a business minor this year. As a member of the Dean's Listed former Theta Tau Alpha member. Following graduation, she is set to pursue a career in the real estate field. Her long-lasting memories from her time in the program will be the friendships she has made and all of the road trips to away games. From Indianapolis, number 20, Miranda Wilson.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into the Spurlock Center, where volleyball returns home to host the Rose-Hulman Engineers here on Grizz TV. Hello, everyone. I'm Ryan Gage, and join with me is Luke Shepard. We're your hosts tonight, bringing you all the coverage from the Spurlock Center tonight. Franklin looks to get into the win column in HCAC play, and they take on a Rose team who's 1-5 in conference play. Luke, what are you looking forward to tonight's match?
Two evenly matched teams going on tonight. 9-16 Grizzlies taking on the 8-16 Rose-Hulman team, the Engineers. And like you said, Franklin 0-5 in the conference, while Rose-Hulman's 0-6 on the road. One of these O's has to go. A 5-match losing streak for Rose-Hulman, and a 3-match losing streak for the Grizzlies. One of these teams got to get back into momentum. And then star defender Lily Ebright for Rose-Hulman and star offensive player Katie Levy gets a clash on either side of the ball. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, so let's meet tonight's starting lineups for the visitors, Rose-Hulman. Number 5, Desiree Beverly. Number 6, Amaya Harrell. Number 12, Julia Ehrman. Number 13, Jillian Gregg. Number 14, Ellie Harshni. Number 23, Kiera Oshie. And the libero for Rose is number 1, Lily Ebright. And now for your Grizzlies, number 8, Hannah Fagley. Number 9, Katie Levy. Number 13, Caitlin Barnard. Number 14, Trinity Schroeder. Number 18, Brianna Linkle. And number 23, senior Michaela Miller. The two liberos for Franklin are number 3, Charlotte Goto. Number 4, Campbell Clark. First set of action getting ready on the way. Fagley to get us underway with serve, and she starts us off with an ace.
Great job there by Fagley.
So Hannah Fagley starts us off with an ace. Sorry if there's any technical difficulties. Not sure if you can hear my partner Luke Shepard through the mic. And Franklin gets an early 2-0 lead. We're working on the situation with Luke at the moment. Sorry, it's 1-1. Shot just wide left. Levy on the right-hand side trying to go for the kill. And on the dive goes Desiree Beverly, but can't get the dig, and it's a point for Franklin. Ebright trying to save it for Rose-Hulman. Fagley returns it into the middle with Schroeder. And a block in the middle, kept by Rose-Hulman, and a point for the Engineers.
Yeah, that was a great play right there by Rose-Hulman, getting the defensive block and able to get a point right there to tie it up back at 2.
Now we can hear you, Luke. Good to see you.
Yeah, it was a little bit of technical difficulties we got it figured out as now Rose-Hulman goes for the serve.
Unsure if you could hear him on the broadcast. I just couldn't hear him in my ears. So hopefully everything was fine on the other end. But 2-2 early on here. Franklin trying to set up a spike. Levy has to go over. Now on the attack goes Rose-Hulman, and they can't get the kill there with Amaya Harrell.
Yeah, that was a great defensive play right there by Trinity Schroeder. Got the block. And it's definitely a different offense that we're seeing from Franklin right now. They're definitely they're approaching it a little bit differently, and I think it's throwing Rose-Hulman off guard.
So 3-2 early on for Franklin. On the serve is Goto, and Ebright can't return that one, as it's an ace for the libero Goto.
Yeah, you're never going to see Ebright mess up on digs like that, and you know it was just a simple mistake right there. Probably ball went off the thumb. 4-2 Grizzlies. They got a lot of momentum right now. They're trying to keep this up. Looking for their first conference win.
Really, Ebright 667 digs on the season, on pace to break a school record. On the attack, powerful kill attempt from Beverly, and then Harrell, and then a point for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, that was a fantastic dig right there by Katie Levy on the defensive side. But Rose-Hulman just caught the defense of the Grizzlies off guard. And then, like you said, Lily Ebright, 3-time Defensive Player of the Week in the HCAC. She's going to be a big impact tonight.
Kayla Miller on the attempt. Senior being celebrated tonight on senior night. And Levy can't get there on that dig. And it's another point for the Engineers.
Yeah, just a little bit to the outside. Ball went to the right. Wasn't able to get to the other Franklin player. Ties it up at 4.
Now setting up an attack again for Harrell. She'll go for the cross-court kill and does so.
What a kill right there by Harrell. She just went, right there, like you said, cross-court, right on the end, right from the outside, and just absolutely sent it to the center. Franklin wasn't ready for that.
Rose-Hulman with their first lead of the night as there's a service error on Julian Gregg. And point goes to Franklin.
Yeah, simple mistake. Yeah, simple mistake right there by Rose-Hulman, just, not able to get it over the net and ties it up. You can't let that happen in such a competitive conference game that we have here.
So 5-5 early on. Both teams towards the bottom of the standings trying to pick up Franklin their first win, Rose-Hulman their second win. Into the rafters of the Spurlock Center goes it over to Miller, right-hand side, kept alive by the Engineers. Gregg will try to punch it over and finds a spot for the point.
Yeah, ball went into the rafters, obviously. Ball changes momentum a couple times. It, hit a few lights up there. Franklin was still able to get to it, but Rose-Hulman found a good hole in the defense, and no one was able to get to it on the defensive side. 6-5 Engineers.
So Harrell now with the serve. Already a couple kills for Beverly. And a return by Clark, and then into the rafters, another mistake by Franklin.
Yeah, it was almost the basketball hoop that was raised up almost helped the Grizzlies there. I mean, the ball was going to fly out up top, but, it got closer, but they just weren't able to get under it and get the right hit on it.
So 7-5 for the Engineers. That one goes out the back from Beverly, and it's a point for Franklin.
Yeah, way too much on that one, not even close to the line. And, it's just that's going to happen from both teams tonight. You're going to see that. But that's a simple mistake that can cost you, as now it's, only a 1-point match.
So now Michaela Miller on the serve. Setting up for Harrell again, and then a violation there called on Franklin, point to Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, Harrell sent that one. Franklin was able to get under it, but yeah, just violation. And not quite able to respond the way they wanted to.
As Kamsie Gross comes on in relief of the senior Michaela Miller. One of the two seniors celebrating tonight. Other one was Miranda Wilson, unfortunately out for the season with a knee injury.
Yeah, good to see her still in good spirits on senior night.
As Schroeder tips that over for a point for Franklin.
Yeah, they found a hole right in the defense right there, right next to the net, right in front of it. And Rose-Hulman wasn't able to get to it. Franklin looking to tie it up here.
7-8. Caitlin Barnard on the serve. Wide for the kill. That one goes out the back. Point for Franklin.
Yeah, Rose-Hulman was looking for the call there, but they weren't able to quite get to it. The ball was definitely outside on the line, as now Franklin ties it up and gets another chance to take a lead.
With the serve kept alive by Gregg. And now a cross-court kill there from Harshney, and it gets a point back for the Engineers.
Yeah, that was a great dig by the Engineers right there on the serve, and when they were able to get it over the net, Franklin just was not ready for it. It was definitely closer to the outside, but good point there for the Engineers.
Back and forth action here to open up our first set. And Levy with the return error there, didn't feel comfortable with that serve.
Yeah, ball was, I think, a little too much on her fingers there, not quite on the palms, and just wasn't able to get it quite over.
Urban on the serve, setting up for Schroeder on the kill, on the back line, and in for the kill, Mackenzie Schroeder.
Yeah, very close right there on the outside, as Mackenzie Schroeder obviously sent that one to the outside, and it was very close, but a good call and good point there from the Grizzlies.
So Fagley back on serve for Franklin. Already one ace in this match. Goes towards the back. Setting up on the outside. That one too far out the back for Gregg, and it's a point again for Franklin.
We've seen a couple of those already tonight from Rose-Hulman. Just a few of the balls that have just gotten away from them a little bit and had a little too much on them, as now it's tied up at 10 as we get about to the near midpoint of this set.
Beverly back on the serve, trying to pick out Beverly on these services. And that kill attempt from Gregg can't get over the net. Another one for Franklin.
Yeah, the offense of Rose-Hulman there was a little bunched up on that one outside, and A little bit of miscommunication right there, and they weren't able to really get a good kill attempt on it.
So 10-10. Franklin with the last 2 points. Ebright gets to that serve, and then a kill attempt off the block, and point for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, it was good defense from Franklin by Levy and by Schroeder, but they just weren't quite able to get enough on it as it bounced off and was in.
So Ellie Harshney, the server for Rose-Hulman. Difficult there for Gross, and now into the middle. Ebright setting up the attack and killed away by Kira Oshie, and it's a point for the Engineers.
Yeah, that was a good serve to start it off, but a fantastic kill to finish it for Rose-Hulman. Is now taking a 2-point lead. They got a little bit of momentum here. Harshney looking to get another good serve, make it difficult for the Grizzlies.
Gross returns that one with more ease, and they set up for Levy on the outside towards the back, zigged by Harshney. Punched over, setting back up for Levy. This is another attempt. Dig down the line again by Harshney. A deep kill attempt that time from Beverly. Still alive, Ebright there to keep it alive. Great rally here by both teams, setting up Levy again on the far left-hand side. Still kept alive, tipped back over. What a rally we have here. Setting up Levy for a 4th attempt of this point. Still can't get it. Schroeder in the middle this time, gets there on the point.
Yeah, like you said, they went to Levy 4 times right there on that possession. Just, they kept going to it, keep going to, what's working for you. They weren't quite able to get to it, but then, you get it to Schroeder on the inside and catch the defense off guard. And, that was a great volley from both teams there, as there were some great digs on both sides.
Hope Morning and Hannah Stanton check in for Franklin. The junior and freshman. This freshman Stanton in to serve. Hope Morning, one of the all-around players on this Franklin team. Plenty of kills, plenty of digs, plenty of service aces. And that one blocked the net, but kept alive by Beverly. Now Franklin setting up on the outside for Morning as she comes in, and comes in with the big kill.
Wow, what a kill by Morning there. Now obviously, and Coach Dylan Taylor was looking for a call right there because the ball went off the chest and the forearm of the Rose-Hulman player after the kill from Schroeder, but nothing was called as or the block attempt by Schroeder, excuse me, but then they get to the outside for Morning, and it doesn't even matter as she sends it right down the center and ties it up for the Grizzlies.
So 12-12. Dylan Taylor animate on the sidelines looking for the call. Then gets it, got his point across. But Stanton back on the serve. Ebright on the return. Now outside for Greg. Digged by Goto. Now Morning on the serve and blocked by the 2 central blockers of Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, Franklin tried to go to what worked last time, and Rose-Hulman was ready for it this time as they had a fantastic setup block on the outside with 2 defenders, and they were able to get the point, steal it from the Grizzlies.
So 13-12 in favor of Rose-Hulman. Trinity Schroeder this time trying to go for the kill. Gets tipped at the line, and then a violation there on Rose-Hulman, and a point for Franklin.
It seems both teams are a little upset with the referees right now, but yeah, just simple violation right there from Rose-Hulman. It's now Grizzlies, they got a 2-point lead, starting to, momentum a little bit, they're swinging in the other way right now for the Grizzlies.
And out serve out the back from Katie Levy, and it's a service error.
It was from Goto, actually. Yeah, Goto, just a little too much on it. Went to the outside and just wasn't able to get to it.
Scoreboard in the stadium says 14-13. Our scoreboard has it on our score sheets are 14-14. So we're just making sure the score is correct.
Yeah, I think I noticed an error in the score earlier. I think they're trying to figure it out right now.
Scores table. Not sure where the point came in. I think on one of the kill attempts from Rose-Hulman, I got blocked. They gave the point to Franklin on the scoreboard, but up here we have it correct. So it should be 14-14 or 13. Yeah, so 14-14 should be the score.
Yeah, they're talking to our stats guy up here, and I think they're going to take his word for it.
He is the official score, so.
Yeah, exactly. No, we got it. We have it right now.
Both teams get a little stoppage in play here. Debate it. I think Rose-Hulman's trying to argue this should be 14-13 in their advantage, but I think it's going to settle with 14-14.
Yeah, might as well meet in the middle at this point.
Yeah.
Already enough dispute with the referees. They might as well just take what they can get. It's now, tied up, and we're getting closer to the end of the set here.
Greg on the serve. Morning able to get there and sets up for a kill on the long far side of the court. Now in the middle, a tip over the net, saved by Linkle, but then no one there to get the second opportunity for Franklin.
Yeah, Rose-Hulman does a great job right there. They defended, they got the good dig from Morning's kill, and then they found a hole in the defense right in the center. We've seen that as a weakness for the Grizzlies. It's now a point for Rose-Hulman. They take the lead.
Linkle sets up Barnard, but that goes on the line and called in for Franklin.
Yeah, point goes for Franklin. It was a very close call right there. Now substitution.
Thought it might have been a little far, a little wide right, but point for Franklin as we're tied up at 15 with Brianna Linkle to serve for Franklin. That one just tips over the net. Get it back over by Rose-Hulman, and then Schroeder's kill attempt blocked to the net by Beverly and Harrell.
Yeah, off the serve, ball hit the net. It was a rough one for Rose-Hulman, but Ebright, showed her defensive skill right there. Got off, got into the bottom, got the dig, and then, Mackenzie Schroeder went in for the hard kill, and Rose-Hulman was ready for it. Took the lead once again. At one point, you're down 2. Now you're up 1.
Linkle setting up Morning now on this right-hand side. Digged by Gray, and then blocked in the middle by one of the Schroeder, and that one goes out of play, so Franklin gets a point back.
Yeah, very good block right there by the Grizzlies, and it looked like Rose-Hulman was just, they tried to return it a little too soon. They got a little too excited. Ball went way outside and tied it up at 16.
So Morning on the serve now. Keep right there to make the return, and then Harrell will go with a big kill attempt, but that has too much on it, and it's out the back.
Yeah, Harrell, even though it was a little too much on it, it was a point for the Grizzlies. Those are dangerous. She's already had a couple of those this match. You can't keep letting her get those opportunities on the outside. You need to be ready for them. You're Franklin.
Setting up again for Harrell in the middle of time. Blocked, but then it goes out of play. Point for the Engineers.
Yeah, that was a lot of what they could do for the Grizzlies, and just weren't able to do enough right there, as Harrell just has so much power when she sends those kills down.
Yeah, has 195 kills on the season and a 29% rate, best on the team in terms of percentage-wise. So key part of this attack for Rose-Hulman. Looks to get going early tonight as Levy has to just get it over for Franklin. Now they set up Harshney on the outside, but blocked by one of the Schroeder sisters down in the middle.
Yeah, it was a Schroeder sister and Caitlin Bernard, the freshman, actually. It was a fantastic block right there by the Grizzlies, and Rose-Hulman just wasn't quite ready for it, as the Grizzlies get a lead.
Now Barnard on the serve after the block, gets it over and then soften over the top of the blockers, and it's another point for Rose-Hulman as it keeps swinging back and forth.
Yeah, that was a great way to catch the Franklin defense off guard. Went soft over the top, right into the center. Franklin wasn't quite ready for it. And this is a highly competitive first set of this match.
Franklin off the back of a 5-setter against Hanover on the weekend. Trying to pick up their first conference win here today. And digged by Linkle and setting up for Schroeder on the outside. Schroeder's trying to tip it over off the net. Ebright there. Now Clark setting up for Levy on the outside. Blocked in the net again by Rose-Hulman. Linkle will set up Schroeder on the right-hand side. She'll go for a kill, and that one comes all the way up here on the dig attempt, and Franklin gets the point.
Yeah, maybe just 10 feet away from us. But that was a fantastic kill right there by the Grizzlies, and obviously Rose-Hulman wasn't quite ready for it. But now it's 19-18. Rose-Hulman, you can tell both these teams are really searching for a win. Obviously Franklin 3-match losing streak. Rose-Hulman 5-match losing streak. So we have a stoppage of play here.
Just checking on. Reserve will be given for Franklin. So 19-18 is our score. Fagley back on the serve with Franklin. That serve has too much on it and goes out the back. Another service error by Franklin.
Yeah, just simple. It's gone back and forth this entire set, and you're looking for a little bit of momentum. You get a little too excited. You get too much on it. It's too easy for Rose-Hulman.
Harshney back on the serve for the Engineers. Setting up for Levy on the right-hand side. Gets blocked to the net on the soft attempt. Now back to Levy again. She'll go soft this time. Beverly to meet it on the dig. Setting up Greg on the outside. Bit of an awkward angle. Now Linkle try to go over quickly, and then Franklin can't recover on the block attempt.
Yeah, it was a great defensive play right there by Beverly on the Rose-Hulman side. And, now they take a 2019 lead. They get the serve again. It was a good momentum for Rose-Hulman.
Rose-Hulman showing some of that defense, led by Lily Ebright. Setting up for Levy again. Another awkward angle, this time off the hands of Beverly and out. Franklin ties it at 20.
Yeah, after Beverly got that block, she wasn't quite able to get on that one. That was a very good kill attempt by the Grizzlies, and tying it back up at 20, like you said, it's just very, very back and forth. This is going to be very close coming down to the wire on this first set.
So now Hannah Stanton back into the game to serve for Franklin. With Hope Morning in as well. Rose almost set up the attack with a grip for Greg on the outside. Into the middle. Clark will have to get it over, but she can't do so. And a free point for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, Greg has already had, on the last few plays, she's had a couple awkward angles. She gets a lot of power behind it. And, Franklin, they try to return it right there from Clark, and just a little too, a little too off the wrist. And too easy for Rose-Hulman on the air.
Maya Harrell checks in for Rose-Hulman. Already has 4 kills in this match, but that one's blocked on the outside by Trinity Schroeder. And big point for Franklin there.
Yeah, Mooring and Schroeder on the outside there, just completely ready for what Rose-Hulman was giving them. And, just a fantastic block right down, right below the net. Not going to get much better than that.
21-21. Goto in the serve, and she can't get that one over the net, so a service error from Franklin gives another point for the Engineers.
Yeah, it's going to happen. We've already had a few mistakes from both teams so far, and, in a set this close, this close to the end as well, it's just can't have that.
Morning able to return the serve, and on the kill attempt, Greg keeps it alive. Harrow in the middle, punches it over, kept alive. Franklin will have to knock it back over. And Rose-Hulman gets a chance to set up the attack. Harrell, cross-court, kill, dunked by Levy. Now Morning on the outside, cross-court, and out of the play for a point for Rose-Hulman. I thought they were going to give that on the line for her, but no point given.
Yeah, it was very close. Could go either way. I mean, right there as we get a timeout, Morning, they had 2 kill attempts for her. It was very close. Even Harrell on her soft touches on the Rose-Hulman side, they look fast, and she had 2 different attempts right there. It was a great job by Rose-Hulman. Now they have a 2-point lead.
Yeah, so 21-23 as we head into our break. We'll be back in just a moment. So we're back here after the timeout. Rose-Hulman with a 2-point lead, 23-21 over Franklin, set number 1.
Yeah, it seemed to be a highly motivating timeout right there by Dylan Taylor. He was talking to his team. They were all sitting down. He was not laying in, but I think he was just really trying to motivate them to finish out this set strong. As Rose-Hulman's got a 2-point advantage, and they're just 2 points away from winning this first set. What's so competitive, you really want to win these ones.
Scorers still just checking with each other about the score. I think everything should be right up here. So 23-21 is your score. So Rose-Hulman on the serve. Morning with a hard time dealing with that return. Eventually Franklin will just get it over with Bernard. Quickly over Bernard, tips it back over for Franklin. Set up Harrell, awkward angle. Clark is there. Now Mourning on the outside. Tried to find a spot, but a big dig there from Harshney and kept alive by Rose-Hulman. Levy from the back tries to get a kill. Harshney there again. And then Beverly's cross-court attempt out the back, and Franklin gets a point back.
Yeah, that was a fantastic volley from both teams. Great digs by Rose-Hulman on the defensive side. You know, Caitlin Bernard on the line right there by the net. She's just doing a great job right there blocking and keeping Franklin together, as now it's just a one-point match.
And Dylan Taylor talked early in the season trying to find someone to step up for the injured Miranda Wilson, and Caitlin Barron, a freshman from Evansville, seeming to do so here tonight. Now Beverly on the outside gets a block in the middle by Schroeder and Bernard, but the point goes to Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, as now we hit, a set point here. I mean, it looked like one of the Rose-Hulman players, foot definitely went across the line, but ref missed it. Is now, 2-point, 2.7 is a good job right there by Rose-Hulman to finish that one out and get the point.
So Beverly will be the server on this set point. Clark has a hard time doing it. That serve kept alive by Mourning, and Clark has to get it over. Franklin keeps it alive. Harshney on the outside in the middle for Clark. Now to Mourning. Mourning goes for the kill, and on the dig, can't get there is Beverly, and Franklin gets a point back.
Yeah, it was a great job by both teams to keep it alive on either side, but then once it got to Mourning on the outside, she did not want to let this one keep going and get another hard volley between both. Is now Mourning. She sent that one, and now we head into a timeout.
Rose-Hulman will take a timeout. 24-23, the visitors lead. We'll be back in just a moment.
Oh, yeah, this is so close. Like, I really kind of hope it's like this for every single set. Yeah, exactly, yeah. We just completely fell off after the first one. Oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, it was about to fly out. And we got help in the last one by the hoop. It was definitely about to fly out again.
So back here after the timeout, Hope Mourning to serve for Franklin, down by a point, 24-23. Franklin trying to even it up and force a little bit of extra play in this first set. Or can the Engineers close it out? And on the line, bad. Interesting call there. Thought that got the line for Hope Mourning.
Yeah, it was a close one. It could have gone either way, but either way, you cannot have that on a serve. You can't have a serve error or a service error like that. And just now, Rose-Hulman takes the set, 1-0 for the visitors.
Yeah. Especially to end the set, that's a tough way for Franklin to lose that set. They were competitive every point, and service error, their fourth of the set, cost them. So that takes us into our set break. Rose-Hulman takes the first one, 25-23. We'll be back in just a moment.
Oof. Only player who had an assist was Erman. And, it was the same for us. Only Linkill. Yeah, yeah, no, for us that's not surprising, but...
I set it up and then I tried to slightly adjust it again, and then it's like... It's coming. I do it here in like...
Yeah, I saw what it was. It was this. It was turned all the way down. No, I barely noticed it.
Second set action getting ready to go underway as Rose-Hulman has a 1-set lead over Franklin. Luke, what are some things you saw in that first set?
So in the first set, I mean, Rose-Hulman was doing a fantastic job on the defensive side. They were really doing a good job at getting digs under a lot of Franklin's outside attacks. Franklin's attacks that they were able to get kills and points on weren't really their outside attacks that they usually go for. More soft touches over the top and going right down the center. And we didn't really see a lot of Lily Ebright from Rose-Hulman on that side. You know, Doesn't Knight leading the team in digs. Two other players have 5 digs, while she only had 4. And, you know, I think what we need to see from Rose-Hulman is Rose-Hulman, in order to, like, separate themselves from Franklin, they need to be a little bit sharper on the offensive side and just kind of know when the ball is going to someone else. And then for Franklin, they just need to get better at their outside attacks. They've had some good ones, but they need to be, you know, they need to have some more misdirection.
Yeah. Franklin just 7% on their kill attempts, only 10 on the opening set. So Franklin trying to return the serve, and nobody there. Miscommunication by Franklin to open up this second set.
Yeah, just simple mistake right there. No one knew who was going to get the ball, and easy point for Rose-Hulman.
So Rose-Hulman with the serve. It'll be Julia Ehrman. And Franklin just has to get that one back over the net. Sets up their offense in the middle. Barnard towards the outside, but that is too far wide left, and it's a point for Rose-Hulman. Winkle on the dive, gets there. Barnard just has to play it over the top. It sets up in the middle. And soft on the left side. Nobody there for Franklin. And a point again for Rose-Hulman to start the second set.
Yeah, it's a rough start here from Franklin. They're not sure when the ball is going somewhere else, and I just think that they're having a little bit of issues about knowing who wants to get it and when.
The defense not as sharp as we saw in that first set from Franklin. As Ehrman still on the serve. Levy on the return. Blanco sets up Schroeder, and she'll get the point for Franklin, and that tips off of Ehrman's hands, and he goes out of play.
Yeah, she kind of went medium power right there. You know, it looked like she wanted to go for the soft touch, but put a little extra on it. And, you know, I don't think Rose-Hulman was really expecting that. It's got over there the fingertips, and good point for the Grizzlies.
Franklin gets on the board in this second set, and Hope Morning on the service for Franklin. Beverly in the middle tries to kill that one, but that has too much on it, and smokes out the back.
Yeah, just a lot of power there. I think she wanted to get that one on the line and just way too much. Good point for the Grizzlies. You know, momentum swinging a little bit here in the beginning.
Bright on the service return. And Goto gets that dig for Franklin. Levy on the outside. Ebright tries to dive and save it, but can't get there. And a point again for Franklin.
Yeah, it was a good play to the outside right there, and yeah, Rose-Hulman just wasn't quite ready for it. You saw Ebright though completely going for it. She nearly got there too on the dig. That just shows why she's one of the best defensive players in program history, Rose-Hulman.
And that serve can't be dealt with by Beverly, and 4 straight points for Franklin.
Yeah, ball went off the right hand a little too much there, went off the wrist, and good point for the Grizzlies. 4 straight for them. Momentum is definitely on their side right now.
Hope Morning still on the serve. Picked up the ace last point. Going at Ebright. That goes just out the back. Good recognition from really Ebright to win the point for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, it's a tough decision to make right there, but she did a good job of deciding, and good call by the referees. Very close. Could go either way, but the ball was just a little outside in the line. Good recognition, like you said, from Rose-Hulman.
That serve goes out the back from Ellie Harshney, and a point to Franklin. Back-to-back service errors.
Yeah, it was very close. Basically the same exact play on either side. I mean, ball was right there, right next to the line, but good calls by the referees to recognize those ones. Ebright
on the serve return, sets up Beverly on the outside. She'll go for the kill and find a corner for the point.
Yeah, it was a fantastic kill right there by Beverly. Just completely right in the corner, right on the line. Franklin really not able to do much about that.
So 5-5 early on in this second set. Kira Oshie on the serve. Franklin setting up Levy on the left-hand side. Tries to go down the line. That one just wide and out.
Yeah, it was very close. Like you said, just a little too wide. Franklin's a little bunched up on the left right there. They couldn't really set it up to the other side. And Rose-Hulman was ready for it either way.
Schroeder just has to get that one back over for Franklin as Rose-Hulman sets up their attack. Levy tries to go for the soft kill there in the middle for Harrell. Kept alive by Linkle. Now her Schroeder on the right-hand side. She'll go for a kill. Dugged again by Rose-Hulman into the net and misplayed by Greg, and Franklin gets the point.
Yeah, it was at the very beginning of this at the set right there. It was a very good recovery right there by Linkle to keep the ball in play, and obviously led to them getting a point. And it was just like you said, a simple mistake right there by Greg. Wasn't able to get the ball quite over the net, and it was right there. Just kind of she was in a tough position.
So Fegley on the serve for Franklin. Goes right at Ebright into the middle for Harrell, and that tries to find a line and does so.
I mean, that was a fantastic kill. Call could definitely go either way there, but it's a fantastic kill by Harrell. She has a lot of power on those, and either way, even if it wasn't on the line, not much you can do about that if you're the Grizzlies.
That serve from Greg, too much on it and goes out the back. Another service error by Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, just a little too much on it. Like you said, just that's happened a few times already in the set from both teams. As now, it's still tied up. It's going to be highly competitive throughout maybe this entire match is what it's looking like.
7-7 is the score early on. Hannah Stanton into the game to serve for Franklin. Keep right there, setting up Beverly on the outside. Clark with the big dig for Franklin. Morning will have to go all the way over, and that finds the back line and in.
Yeah, that was a fantastic kill right there by Mooring. Just, found the line, was able to get to it, and Katie Levy came out. I was wondering how Franklin was going to respond, and they responded well. They kept the ball in play, and it was a great kill by Morning.
Yeah, Franklin was down 3-0 to open the set, went on a 4-point run, and now been trading blows back and forth to start this second set. Greg will have to just get it over for Rose-Hulman. Now Morning on the outside, goes for the kill, and finds a corner for Franklin.
It was almost a little slappy. It kind of went off her fingers there. But she was still able to get a lot of power on it, and Rose-Hulman wasn't quite ready for it on the defensive side as Greg had to hit it from an awkward angle before that. She wasn't ready defensively.
Stanton still on the serve for Franklin. Greg awkwardly returns that serve, and then Ebright will have to play it over for Rose-Hulman. Now set up in the middle for Schroeder, and she'll get the kill.
He had a lot of power on the kill right there by Trinity Schroeder. And, it was a good block by Rose-Hulman. Just, ball went off the fingers, and it was a good play by the Grizzlies. 3-point lead now for Franklin.
So 10-7, Stanton with the last four serves, bringing Franklin into the lead here. Setting up for Harrell, and that one, good move there from Amaya Harrell, just dink it over the net for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, the blockers on the net right there weren't quite ready for it, and just went right over them, and there was no one on the defensive side right there. And it was a good play by Rose-Hulman to find that hole in the defense.
We've seen Harrell go hard on those kills, some real power, and Franklin was setting up for it, and wasn't ready for the little dink over the middle. And there's a service ace from Desiree Beverly to get another point back for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, it was a good job right there by Rose-Hulman. They're getting a little bit of momentum now. They're kind of getting back in the swing of things, where Franklin needs to respond.
10-9, Beverly on the serve, following the ace. Clark there to return it, and then Linkle miscommunication with Levy and Schroeder on who was going to go for the kill attempt there, and a free point for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, Schroeder went around a teammate there, and it was just like you said, like a miscommunication. They need to be sharper there. As a competitive set like this, they need to be more sharp.
So 10-10 is your score. Beverly back on the serve. Clark has a hard time doing it that. Morning keeps it alive, and Schroeder will play it over. Good recovery from Franklin. Now Harrell tries to go for the kill and finds the soft spot in the middle.
That was just a fantastic kill right there by Harrell. Just a lot of good feel for the game, as you can tell. She just found the center right there, right in the hole in the defense, put a good amount of power on it, and they just had no chance of getting to that for Franklin.
So 4-point swing in favor of the visitors makes it a 10-11 Linkle setting up Levy in the middle here. Ebright there on the dig. Outside for Harshney, blocked in the middle by Schroeder and Linkle. Setting up again, this time for Greg on the other side. Levy able to keep it alive for Franklin. Morning on the outside this time. Towards the back for Beverly. Great rally going on between both teams. Harshney tries to go over the middle, and Morning there for Franklin. Morning on the left side. Still can't finish off the point. Harrell will find the back corner and in. Just finish off that big rally.
Yeah, like you said, just great rally, great volley by both teams. There were a lot of, great plays on the defensive side right there by Franklin. But Rose-Hulman, they found the hole in the defense, kind of on the line. The edges and center have been wide open right now for Rose-Hulman, and they found it in the last 5 points.
10-12. Fagley with Clark there on the return. Rose-Hulman trying to get it over, and nobody there to set up the kill attempt, and Franklin gets a free point, stopping the bleeding.
Yeah, I think Harrell right there. Harrell was going for the soft. It looked like she wanted to go for the soft touch, but she was faking it, and she thought that Harshney was going to be right there for her, but Harshney saw that she was faking it a little too late and wasn't able to quite get to it. She had to run to it, and good point right there by the Grizzlies.
So 11-12, Franklin gets the serve back as Campbell Clark will be the server for Franklin. Clark picks out Ebright on the serve. Harrell in the middle, blocked in the net by Barner and Morning. Harrell again this time towards the back. Levy can't get there on the dig, and a point for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, great switcheroo right there by Harrell. She was able to, she went right down. She wanted to put a lot of power on it, just get right by the net. Change it up on the next one. She went right over the top, put it on the back line, and Franklin was nowhere near it.
So 2-point advantage for our visitors. Rose-Hulman 13-11 in their favor. Ebright now on the serve for Rose-Hulman. Fagley able to get there. That one towards the stands, and Morning runs out of room to keep that alive. Unfortunate break for Franklin.
Yeah, ball was about to hit the scorekeeper right there. Now a 3-point lead right there for Rose-Hulman. Momentum's definitely going their way as Ebright looking to serve.
Ebright with the serve. Picks out Fagley again. This time has a better time returning it. Now Morning on the outside. Ebright is there for the dig. Now in the middle. And Clark dives, trying to keep it alive, but a good kill attempt from Rose-Hulman to get another point.
Yeah, Clark just wasn't able to quite get to it, and now a timeout right here by Franklin, looking to talk it over.
Dylan Taylor not happy with the way things are going in this second set. 15-11 as Rose-Hulman leads into this break.
Yeah, I know. They've been singing it every time. They're like in harmony when we serve.
So 15-11 in favor of Rose-Hulman. Ebright still on the serve. Franklin at the timeout needs something. Ebright gets a lucky bounce off the net, and that's an unfortunate break for Franklin. Not how they envisioned that.
Yeah, Ebright knew she was a little lucky right there. Just, that was her best friend right there. As ball went over, and no one was in position right there for the Grizzlies.
So 16-11 now. Ebright back on the service. Towards the back for Fagley. Awkward return, and Franklin just trying to get it over with Levy and Clark, and they miscommunicate on that attempt, and it's another free point for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, both players just hit it right there. Dylan Taylor definitely a little bit upset. He's calling for a substitution. I think he wants to he wants to talk to Levy real quick and just make sure she's on her game.
As Taylor Anderson checks in for Franklin here, sophomore from Crawfordsville into the game, and Ebright. Net wasn't her friend that time as it's right into it. Franklin gets a point back.
Yeah, once that you see that pretty often, like when you get a lucky bounce off the net, and then the next time you rely on it a little too much, and then it goes under, and it was an easy point for the Grizzlies, looking to get a little bit of momentum back.
So Brielle Linkle on the serve for Franklin, down by 5 in this second set. Need to spark a comeback here. And Rose-Hulman had a hard time getting that one over. Eventually does so on the attempt from Harshney. Now Schroeder on the outside. Ebright there to deal with that dink, and then the big kill attempt in the middle there from Kira Oshie.
Yeah, Oshie, a fantastic kill right there on the outside. Franklin wasn't quite ready for it. And just a good point by Rose-Hulman. They got the momentum back. They still have a pretty good lead now in the second set. Franklin, they need to pick up their game if they don't want to go down 2-0.
Franklin trying to find some life in this second set as they get a bit of a break there as that serve goes out the back.
Yeah, simple service errors. Now Katie Levy's going to come back in for Anderson.
Maybe key part of this Franklin attack, 270 kills, over 800 attempts on the season, probably pushing close to 900 as this match comes to an end. Need her to step up in a big way. That service out the back from Bernard, and a free point for Rose-Hulman the other way.
Yeah, it was very close on the line there, but good call. They gave it to Rose-Hulman. They wanted to figure it out for a quick second as now Rose-Hulman looks to serve. 6-point lead approaching the end of the set.
Partially on the serve. Levy with the return, sets it up on the outside, gets a kill, blocked at the net, kept alive. And then again, Oshie over the top of the wall and a free point.
Yeah, the center has been definitely the weakness of Franklin so far this match, and the wall, they just haven't quite been able to get to the ball quick enough. Good soft touch right there by Rose-Hulman is now 7-point lead.
Oshie up to 5 kills on 10 attempts, just behind Amaya Harrell, who has 9 kills on the match for Rose-Hulman, and Franklin needing spark a comeback and maybe just to get some momentum heading into the third set if this one is too far out of reach potentially. Harshney back on the serve. Clark with the return, gets it just over the net. Linkle deals with it at the net and punch back over. On the outside for Greg. Linkle there on the dig. Now Schroeder on the outside going for the kill. Cross court and on the dive. Ehrman can't keep it alive, and Franklin gets a point.
Yeah, Franklin did a much better job at defending the center right there. They got to the center. It was a good job by Linkle, and they were able to get to it. A good kill attempt right there by Schroeder, and good kill is now, they get a point back, get a little bit of a break, see if they can get some momentum here.
Bernard on the serve for Franklin, 20-14, setting up Beverly on the outside, tipped in the net, kept alive, and then no one there for Franklin to get the dig there, and another free point for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, Bernard ran from the back there. I think she might have been a little out of position, but she ran all the way up to try to sprint and get to it, and just not quite able to get to it as a miscommunication of who's trying to, defend the ball there.
Now Oshie gets the ace for Rose-Hulman, and
yeah, it was a fantastic serve right there by Oshie, and just found a good hole in the defense, and Franklin wasn't quite able to get under it. So now Cope Morning comes in.
22-14. Rose-Hulman has this set in their grasp. Can Franklin spark a big comeback? Morning on the dive, keeping it alive. Levy will have to just punch it back over. Now Harrow in the middle, tries to go soft this time, and a foot violation in the middle there by Franklin, and another free point given up.
Yeah, you can't have that. As now the set's becoming a little bit less competitive here. Only 2 points away right here by Rose-Hulman to take a 2-0 lead in today's match. Franklin's looking
on the
for
serve. That one goes up the back. Big error there.
Yeah, just a little too much on it. Franklin wasn't able to quite. Rose-Hulman wasn't able to quite keep their temper there as they went right over the line, and just good point right there by the Grizzlies.
So Hannah Fagley to serve. Franklin could maybe spark something here, at least get some positive momentum if it sets up for the third set. On the outside, Gray tries to go cross court, too much on it. Well wide left.
Yeah, they've had success with those cross-court kill attempts, but yeah, just like you said, a little too much on it, went to the outside. Good point by the Grizzlies, caught a little bit of a break there, seeing if they can, if they can swing their momentum this way.
Fagley picks out Ebright again on the serve, and then in the middle,
Yeah, that was good. That was just good touch right there by Harrell. Harrell has a lot of feel for the game. You could tell, she went right over the top, soft touch, right into the center where Franklin wasn't able to quite get to it. Just good kill, as now it's a set point.
Set point with Greg on the serve. Gets the luck of the net, and then Beverly there just to kill that one away as Franklin's defense wasn't set, and that ends our second set. 2-0 lead for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, net was the best run right there by Rose-Hulman. Mooring had a fantastic dig right there, but just on the second one, they were out of position. Weren't quite able to get to it. Now a 2-0 lead. One more set win here for Rose-Hulman, and they'll have the win for tonight's match and what seemed to be a highly competitive match.
Yeah. Amaya Harrell, 11 for 18 on kill attempts, been the star of the match for Rose-Hulman. So that takes us to our set break. We'll be back in a few moments. Back for third set action as Rose-Hulman looks to close this one out after taking the two opening sets. What does Franklin need to do here, Luke, to get something going?
Well, they haven't had a lot of success on the outside tonight. I mean, the outside, Rose-Hulman's been kind of there, but I also haven't seen them going as much to it as they normally do. Maybe go back to what you usually do. I mean, Katie Levy hasn't gotten too involved. Their most efficient player has been Mackenzie Schroeder so far. So, and, Hope Mooring's been great so far as well, and she's been on the outside. So I think, you want to get those opportunities with Mackenzie Schroeder in the middle. She's done a good job on the soft touches and sending it down right down the center when Rose-Hulman's out of position. But they need to keep going to the outside. They haven't done it. They didn't do it like they did. They definitely dropped off from the first set into the second one to going to the outside. I think they need to do that more and just, keep their momentum. Don't make too many service errors.
Franklin with the serve with Linkle to start off this third set. And in the middle, and a big kill attempt set the tone for this third set with Oshie.
Yeah, that was a fantastic kill right there by Oshie, right on the line. Franklin, nothing really they could do about that. They were just kind of waiting for the call, and it was just a good job by Oshie finding the spot. Rose-Hulman with the serve, setting up Morning on the outside. Big kill attempt digged by
Ehrman on the outside. And Gregg will go cross court, kept alive somehow. Cross court by Morning, and then point goes to Rose-Hulman in the end.
Yeah, it was a fantastic dig attempt right there by Franklin. They had a chance for it, but it was just a great kill right there by Gregg, and Franklin wasn't quite ready for it. It was a good kill attempt by Morning on the outside, but Rose-Hulman was ready for it.
Morning on the serve return, sets up Schroeder on the outside. She'll try to go down the line, but that is just out of play, and 3-0 lead for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, I think she wanted to go across the line right there. The other side of the court was a little more open. It was just a little bit of a judgment decision. Went too hard, not really able to get too much accuracy on it. Quick 3-0 lead right here by Rose-Hulman. They've already picked up a lot of momentum.
Similar to how this second set opened up. So I'll then take a 3-0 lead. Franklin was able to fight back, opening up. There's a point there from Hope Morning as Ebright goes on the dive to keep it alive, but can't do so.
Yeah, Ebright was just trying to get to it. She nearly got there, but just not able to get enough under it. It was a good job of the Grizzlies there, keeping the ball in play and getting a good point.
So 3-1. Hope Morning with the serve. It's opening up pretty much the exact same way. Franklin gets a point, and now Hope Morning on the serve. See if she can bring the score back. That one off the rafters, and then Beverly on the kill attempt, blocked by Schroeder in the middle. Now on the outside, Gregg gets it blocked. Franklin defense standing strong this second set, but that time over the top and point for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, I think that play there kind of stated the tone of tonight's match. I mean, Rose-Hulman was very organized right there. They did a good job defensively. Ball went off the rafters. They were completely ready for it. They went two hard kill attempts, and then they went soft on the third one and were able to get to it.
Harshni picks out Morning on the serve, and now Schroeder tries to go cross court, blocked at the net, kept alive. Now Harrell, Levy there to dig it, and now Barnard in the middle, blocked at the net, and a point for Rose-Hulman again.
Yeah, it was very good right there by both teams. There were good kill attempts on either side, but Rose-Hulman's defense so far this set has been unbelievable. They've done a great job at just being ready for everything Franklin's thrown at them.
That's all with Ebright off court for his last 3 points. So Rose-Hulman setting up the attack on the outside for Gregg, and that one too far outside of the play, and a point for Franklin.
Yeah, it was a very good kill right there, and it was just a little too much to the outside. She just had a little too much on it, but she got a little over ambitious, and good point right there by the Grizzlies.
So now Clark will be the server for Franklin, down by 3, opening up this third set. Franklin needs to find some momentum and some attack here to try to keep this set going. Let's keep it competitive. Harrell fakes it for Beverly. Lenkel there gets the dig. Setting up Schroeder on the outside towards the middle. Dig by Ehrman. Now Gregg will have to just play it over. Now Franklin can set up the attack this time for Schroeder again. Tipped, kept alive by the net on Rose-Hulman. A huge rally going here. Beverly on the outside. Can't get over the net, and Franklin wins the battle.
Yeah, ball just seemed to go off the wrist right there of Beverly. Like you said, a very good volley from both teams right there as, Grizzlies were just able to overcome, and they were able to get the point there.
Set up for Harrell on the inside. Dig by Clark. Lenkel setting up Morning in the middle. That one too much on it out the back.
Yeah, it was a good kill attempt right there. Just, like you said, a little too much on it. She got a little over ambitious, went right outside the front, and just not quite able to get to it the way she wanted to.
Something we don't see often from Franklin, setting up that kill attempt in the middle. Usually they love to go outside and changing up, and it hasn't really been working for them. Schroeder on the outside goes for the attempt off the hands of Ehrman, and it's a point for Franklin.
Yeah, it was a good point there. And like you said, with the going to the middle, they've gone to the middle sometimes, and it's when they do the soft touches in the middle and they kind of go in the center of the court, they've done better. But yeah, the kill attempts from their side of the middle, they haven't had a lot of success with that, and they've just been had a little too much on it almost every single time.
So Fagley with the serve picks out Ebright. Now Beverly on the kill attempt. Dig by Fagley, setting up Levy on the outside. She'll go for the kill. Kept alive by Ehrman. And then towards the far side of the court, Harrell, another kill.
Yeah, it was a fantastic kill attempt by Beverly there. Good defense by Franklin. But then once it got to Harrell just kind of knows where to put the ball, to get the defense off guard. And she did it again there. Went to the opposite side of the court on the weak side. And just great job right there by Harrell to get another point for the Engineers.
Beverly with the serve. Picks up another ace. Her third of the match.
Yeah, just not quite able to get under it for the dig for Clark. Ball just kind of went off the right hand there. And, Rose-Hulman up 8-4 right now. A very good start to this third set, looking to close it out.
4-point advantage for Rose-Hulman. Beverly on the serve. Clark able to return that one, setting up Lady on the far side. Blocked the net by Harrell again. Linkle will just go soft over the middle. Trying to catch him off guard, can't do so. Back over the top, that one out wide, and Franklin steals a point.
Yeah, it was just very close right there. They were just kind of waiting for the call. Franklin able to get the point there, kind of caught a break. As now they're looking, see if they can get a serve and see if they can get that momentum back their way.
They bring in Hannah Stanton to serve for Katie Levy. Stanton, the freshman, finds some momentum for Franklin. Right, gets a service dig. Harrell, big kill attempt, and Clark able to return it, but he can't keep it in play.
Yeah, Harrell just has a little too much on it right there. Clark wasn't quite ready for it, and it was a fantastic dig right there by Ebright. That showing what she does. She served right down the middle. A little bit of fun right here from the sidelines of Rose-Hulman.
Feeling confident in this matchup. 9-5, 2-0 on the sets. Franklin needs to find some energy themselves. Over towards Clark, who will have to knock it over for Franklin. Set up on the outside for Ehrman, and it's blocked with the net, and a point for Rose-Hulman again.
Yeah, it was a very good kill right there, and Franklin. I feel like that the Rose-Hulman's kills when they go power on it, I just feel like they have a little too much on it that Franklin's not quite ready for. The returns just haven't been on point for this entire match, let alone this set.
Linkle setting up Morning on the outside. Gets it blocked to the net, and a net violation on Morning there, and there's a point for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, Rose-Hulman, they're definitely picking up a lot of momentum here, and they're trying to finish this one out strong. As it looks like Dylan Taylor wants to talk to his team. He's a little frustrated.
Franklin not firing on all cylinders here against the visiting Engineers, so we'll be back after this quick break.
Yeah, I guess I was wrong.
So back here after the Franklin timeout, 11-5 in favor of our visitors, Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, it looks like Dylan Taylor was really trying to install a lot of confidence in his team. He was trying to tell them, you got to get there, you got to get there, you got to be in position, which I think has been the biggest issue so far tonight with Franklin.
Ebright puts too much on that service, and Franklin gets a point back at 11-6.
Yeah, they kind of caught a break there. They were able to get the easy point. A little too much there from Ebright. And now on the serve, you need to kind of have a set offense here. You need to be ready for Rose-Hulman's returns.
As Kyla Kales comes in the game, and on the service attempt makes the error as that one just off the line.
Yeah, it was very close. I think they haven't had a lot of success when they go down the line so far tonight. Franklin hasn't, and there it was again. There, just a quick example of it is now Rose-Hulman gets the point and they get the momentum back.
Begley digs that service return. And Morning will have to knock it over. Beverly setting up Oshie in the middle. Franklin, big dig. Morning on the outside. Kept alive by Beverly. Now, Hanshi, and then a double hit by Rose-Hulman, and Franklin gets a point.
Yeah, they were able to catch a break there. Rose-Hulman wasn't quite ready for it. They had to get the double hit, and Franklin was able to steal an opportunity right there from the Engineers.
See if Bruno Linkle can get Franklin back into this match. Down 12-7 in this third set. Needing a spark of life. Gray on the outside. Clark digs it, sets up Schroeder, and Schroeder gets the kill for Franklin.
Yeah, it was great misdirection on the setup right there by Lincoln. Went right to Schroeder on the outside. Rose-Hulman wasn't ready for it. Cross-court spike right to the corner. Fantastic kill right there by Schroeder. 12-8. They got a little bit of momentum here. Franklin seem a little more motivated. They're trying to pick it up here.
I think Franklin needs to keep going to Mackenzie Schroeder. She's 7 for 15 tonight. The most kills on the team. Been really on her game. Just hasn't been setting up as much as we've seen in the past.
Yeah, they've been setting up Levy, trying to set up their star players as normal, but Mackenzie Schroeder definitely been their most efficient and consistent scorer so far tonight. We got in the court issue there as well.
Wild moment there as that one just tips over the net, and Franklin.
Yeah, a lot of Franklin players on the floor there. As a few of them touched it. It looked like they felt like they made a mistake already, but the refs didn't call anything, and then ball got to the ground.
I think they already had 3 hits, and no one wanted to touch it.
Yeah.
So just let it drop. 13-8. Rose-Hulman back with the service. Hinkle setting up Morning on the outside and finds a spot from the diving Ehrman, and Franklin back to another point.
Yeah, it was a good block attempt by Rose-Hulman, but Mooring just had way too much on it, and she did a great job, just spiking it down, and they weren't. And Rose-Hulman wasn't quite ready for the dig after it got past the blocker. 13-9, Rose-Hulman.
So Hope Morning back on the serve. Beverly on the outside, blocked in the net by Franklin. Back to Beverly. This time blocked. And actually that goes well wide left, not blocked, so Franklin gets the point.
Yeah, Franklin seems a little more on their game right now. They kind of know where the ball's going. They're kind of ready for Rose-Hulman's attacks, and that was a great block right there. And then Beverly got it over the blockers. Just had too much on it, though. She was trying to go down the line and wasn't able to get to it.
Morning, brutal service error there for Franklin. Gives away another free point. That's her 4th service error on the match.
Yeah, they might need to stop going to her on the serves. As now, you had a lot of momentum there. You go for the serve, and another service error. Too easy for Rose-Hulman. You can't let that happen at this stage in the match.
Linkle just tries to go quickly over the net. Gets it back on the outside for Rose-Hulman. Clark keeps it alive. Linkle setting up Schroeder. Goes for the kill. Blocked in the net by Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, it was just a fantastic block right there by Rose-Hulman. They were just completely ready for that kill attempt. Nothing really there by Franklin. As now Rose-Hulman kind of trying to swing things their way. They keep trying to wipe this court. They're doing that all match.
A lot of sweat on the floor. A lot of diving bodies by this Rose-Hulman team.
Maybe just an example of how competitive these conference matches can be, even when it's just 2-0. It's still very intense out there.
Linkle setting up Schroeder again, this time with a kill. Tipped to the net, kept alive by Oshie. And now Beverly dig in the back by Morning. Setting up Levy on the far side, this time tipped again at the net. Now Gray kept alive by Linkle. Both teams trading blows. Levy will go for the kill. Block of the net. Kept alive by Clark. Schroeder. Kill. Blocked and in for Franklin.
Yeah, it was just a fantastic job by Rose-Hulman, honestly, on the defensive side. But, Franklin kept getting the position that they wanted on the offensive side. They went to Levy, went to Schroeder, went to Levy, went to Schroeder. Once it got to Schroeder on the outside, she was completely ready for it. And, Rose-Hulman's done a good job at stopping the momentum of the balls and the spikes that's coming their way. But Schroeder was able to get it past that time and get the point.
Franklin down by 4. Harrell tries to go for the kill attempt, but that has too much on it and out the back.
Yeah, that power can come and bite you sometimes, and there it did there. Is now, a good point right there, just a little too much to the outside, and now Franklin's got a little bit of momentum here.
Clark on the serve, down by 3. Tries to go towards the back corner again, but that time it has too much on it, and another service error by Franklin.
Yeah, just too easy. You can't let that happen at this stage in the match. You just, especially at this stage in the season as well, these service errors have definitely been biting Franklin, and now it's getting too easy for Rose-Hulman.
Trading service errors as both teams, as that serve from Julian Gregg goes out the back.
Yeah, Franklin definitely caught a break there. As now it's still only a 3-point set so far. It's very close.
Yeah, good to see Franklin come back and try to force a 4th set. Bagley back in the match to serve for Franklin. Setting up Beverly on the outside. Tipped to the net by Franklin. Clark on the dive, keeps it alive. Levy tipped by the net. Again, now Harrell in the middle. Tipped by Franklin, but nobody there to keep her alive.
Yeah. I mean, Harrell, that was just a fantastic spike right there by her. And, I'm just noticing how two of Rose-Hulman's players that have been absolutely crucial tonight, Ehrman and Harrell, both freshmen.
Wow, yeah.
I mean, just unreal production from them.
A smaller roster carried by Rose-Hulman compared to some of the others we see in the HCAC, but getting production out of the freshmen. Levy on the outside, going for the kill, tip to the net again. And Harshney will have to knock it over. Linkle will knock it over for Franklin quickly. Harrell in the middle. That has too much on it, and it goes out the back.
Yeah, there it was there. Just a little too much. That power, she executed with it on the last one. Wasn't able to execute right there with that one, and, the Grizzlies able to catch a break there. Still only a 3-point set right now.
As Hannah Stanton checks back in to server Franklin. Stanton, no aces in the match, but no errors either. And multiple times to serve. Now Harrell on the outside goes cross court, takes some off of it, and then on the dive, Clark can't get there for Franklin.
Yeah, she took some power off, like you said, and just good job right there by Harrell, kind of knowing where she wanted to go with the ball. As she gets subbed out here and just getting the good point for the Engineers. 7 points away from closing this match out.
As Ebright back on the serve for Rose-Hulman. Already 3 aces in this match. Linkle setting up Morning on the outside. Tip to the net again. Every single kill attempt just met by this middle wall of Rose-Hulman as Greg can't get the kill attempt over for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, like you said, just the ball has been meeting the wall every single time for Rose-Hulman, but then again, Franklin had a good return right there, and Rose-Hulman wasn't quite ready for it. They weren't quite in position. Good point by the Grizzlies.
15-18 with Charlotte Goto in the serve. Sorry, that's Kayla Kyles. Kyles in the serve. And there she is on the dig there for Franklin. Morning just have to knock it over. Ebright keeps it alive for Rose-Hulman on the outside for Harshney. Now Morning on the kill. Tip of the net. Beverly there to return it. Now Harshney again in the middle of Morning. Keeping it alive. Back for another kill attempt. On the dive. Kept alive. What a rally they have here. Still alive by Ebright. I don't know how she got that one, but wow, what a point.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable dig right there by Ebright. Not quite able to get the point, obviously, but, I mean, that was just a fantastic volley from both teams. Both teams able to keep it alive right there. Moorings with a great kill attempt on the outside, but, Grizzlies were able to steal the point there, as now they've, closed up the gap here to only 2.
Yeah, Rose-Hulman will take a timeout here. Takes a 2-point lead, 18-16, as they try to close out this match here in the Spurlock Center. We'll be back in just a moment. They've had a slow start.
Oh, yeah. They allowed Paolo to have 50 and then Tyrese had 45.
Yeah. So a 2-point match heading into this end of the third set. Rose-Hulman trying to close it out. Franklin trying to force a 4th set. Rose-Hulman on the attack. Across the court. Fagley there to match it. Morning. We'll just go ahead tip it over. Beverly there on the dig. And now cross court again by Harshney. Kept alive. Morning keeps it in play. And Lincoln will just knock it over. Good recovery by Franklin. Now Harshney again. Morning there to meet it. Trying to set up the attack from Morning on the outside. Goes for the kill. Blocked the net. Kept alive and knocked back over. Franklin still alive in this point. Harshney will go towards the back and finally finds a spot.
I mean, that was just unreal play by both teams right there. Obviously, right down the center, it was an unbelievable play by Linkle to keep that ball in play somehow and dive for it and get it over the net. But, I mean, it was a fantastic spike right there by Harshney. Finding the hole in the defense, and Franklin wasn't quite ready for it. Got a 3-point lead now as they're looking to, get closer to closing this one out.
Julia Ehrman on the serve. Has 1 ace in this match to bring her season total up into the 30 mark on aces. And gets another one there, I believe. And another point for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, it was just very close. Definitely just not quite able to get to the ball the way they wanted to on the Franklin side. Is now Rose-Hulman, they're gaining a little bit of momentum here. Franklin's got to look to stop the rally.
20-16. Fagley turns that serve, sets up Mourning on the outside. Down the line kills, kept alive by Ehrman. And then dig in the back. Barnard on the side, towards the side. Ebright able to get there, and Rose-Hulman with a big recovery there on the scramble. Barnard blocked in the net. Solo block there from Kira Oshie.
Yeah, Lily Ebright showing why she is a 3-time Defensive Player of the Week in this conference. Just absolutely unreal play right there by her going to the sideline, saving that, keeping that ball in play, and getting the point for Rose-Hulman. They've had a lot of momentum here, and Franklin just looks a little off.
Dylan Taylor called a timeout as they see their chance slip away in this third set. We'll step aside for just a moment.
Yeah, they might have fired their last bullet, honestly, on that run.
So 21-16 following the Franklin timeout. See if they can find a spark to keep this third set alive, or will Rose-Hulman close it out? Julia Ehrman on the serve for the Engineers. Fagley on the service return, sets up Mourning on the outside, towards the middle, dug by Beverly. Kept alive, tipped back over. Mourning on the outside, goes soft and tries to keep it alive on the dig is Ehrman, but Franklin gets a point back.
Yeah, that was one of the first soft touches I've seen in maybe this entire set so far by Franklin. Good, recognition right there by Mourning, catching the defense out of position. I think the defense is ready for, those spikes coming their way, but the center of the floor is open for Franklin, and those soft touches will catch Rose-Hulman off guard, so they need to keep going to those.
Linkle on the serve. Turned by Rose-Hulman over Clark, setting up Schroeder on the outside. And nobody there to keep it alive on this touch from Linkle, and it's a 22-17 lead.
Yeah, it was a good job right there by Rose-Hulman finding the hole in the defense, and 3 points away from closing this match out. Franklin's got a chance here, but they need to respond, and they need to get their offense ready.
Now Ellie Harshney back to serve for the Engineers. Linkle setting up Mourning on the outside. Franklin keeps going back to Mourning, trying to feed her some kill attempts here. Not from net. Franklin just trying to keep it alive. Knocked over by Clark. Now Beverly at the net. Masters punch it over. Linkle setting up Mourning again on the outside. This time she gets the kill.
Yeah, you can tell Mourning was ready for that one. She was telling her teammate after she gave it back to her, she was letting her know, hey, give me back this one. She gave her back it, and it was a very good kill right there by Mourning. Got over the fingertips of the Rose-Hulman player.
So 22-18 as Hope Mourning goes back to serve. Already has 4 service errors in this match. Also an ace. She is capable of scoring points on the serve for Franklin. Gets it just barely over the net this time. Schroeder on the outside. Gets it blocked by Beverly and Oshie at the net.
Yeah, it was just a fantastic job by Oshie and Beverly right there. Just, doing a good job, making that wall. And, Mackenzie Schroeder blasted that one, but it was just a little too much right there by Rose-Hulman in perfect position on defense.
So 23-18. Rose-Hulman trying to close it out over Franklin in this conference match. Levy's blocked, kill attempt, blocked the net, but then knocked back over by Bernard, and point for Franklin.
Yeah, Bernard, I'll tell you, that center of the floor, it's been open, and when they go for the soft touch, they're catching Rose-Hulman off guard. They need to, use a little more misdirection on the offensive side.
So Clark to serve for Franklin. 23-19 is your score in this third set. Rose-Hulman up 2-0. In the middle for Harrell. She can't get that kill attempt over the net, and it's a 3-point set.
Yeah, it's very close right there. Harrell just not quite able to get as much on it as she wanted to. 3-point set, like you said, and it's Franklin's got a chance here. They need to close this one out strong.
23-20. Clark on the serve. Trying to keep Franklin in this match. Right back there to turn the serve. Harrell in the middle goes soft, and that one just off of Bernard and can't play it cleanly, and it's a point and a match point now for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, just not quite ready for it right there. As now, you know, that was a good soft touch, good misdirection right there by Harrell on set point. Rose-Hulman looking to finish this one off.
Serve by Gregg over to Levy on the other side, and she can't hit it properly, and that's a story of the match. It's errors by Franklin. Sees Rose-Hulman take this one 3-0.
Yeah, like you said, story of the match right there. Levy just not quite able to get the hit she wanted. You know, not the best night from what, you know, their star player. As now, you know, Rose-Hulman just quick 3-0 win. They break that 0-6 road losing streak. You know, first win on the road this entire season.
Yeah, Franklin falls to 0-6 in conference play. Rose-Hulman picks up their second in the HCAC play. Franklin just couldn't set up the attack. Only 9 kills from Hope Morning, 9 from Mackenzie Schroeder, while Rose-Hulman, Maya Harrell had 16 of her own. Kira Oshie had 10. High efficiency by Rose-Hulman. As a team, they were 15%, one of their best of the season they've had. Franklin just 9% on kill attempts.
Yeah, Maya Harrell did a great job. Definitely their best offensive player of the night. And Julia Ehrman setting up her teammates 36 assists tonight. Absolutely unbelievable by her, by the 2 freshmen. And I think it was just, you know, Rose-Hulman was on a 5-match losing streak coming into this one. So that was a big win for them. You know, pick up momentum as, you know, we get to the end of the year. Last home game for Franklin. You know, rough to close it out like this, but, you know, not the worst season as under Dylan Taylor.
And 9 wins. I know I talked to him earlier. He wanted 10 wins. They still have a couple road matches to pick one up. So we'll see if they can finish off season reaching that goal they set for themselves. So that will do it for our coverage here from the Spurlock Center. Franklin falls to the hands of the Rose-Hulman Engineers, 3-0. Thank you all for watching. I was Ryan Gage. With me was Luke Shepard. And have a great rest of your night.
Oh my God. John Jones just replied. Cooked them. Lost 40 pounds.